The unsung heroes of the merchant marine during World War II. Critical role of the merchant marine. The merchant marine played a crucial, yet often overlooked, role in World War II, responsible for transporting essential supplies, equipment, and personnel across dangerous waters. Civilian mariners. Comprised of civilian mariners, the merchant marine operated the merchant vessels that were vital for sustaining the war effort. Under-recognized sacrifices. Despite their sacrifices, the merchant marine's contributions have often been under-recognized in historical narratives of World War II. Formation and expansion. Pre-war conditions. Before the war, the merchant marine primarily operated as a civilian fleet engaged in international trade and transportation. Rapid expansion. With the outbreak of World War II, the merchant marine underwent rapid expansion to meet the increased demand for maritime transportation. Conversion of vessels. Civilian ships were quickly converted for military use, transforming the merchant marine into a critical component of wartime logistics. Armed guard and defense measures. Armed guard units. Merchant vessels were equipped with armed guard units, consisting of naval personnel responsible for defending against enemy attacks. Weaponry on merchant ships. Merchant ships were armed with various weapons, including anti-aircraft guns, to deter and fend off enemy attacks. Constant threats. The merchant marine faced constant threats from enemy submarines, surface raiders, and aircraft during their perilous journeys. Supply line to Allied forces. Atlantic and Pacific theaters. The merchant marine operated in both the Atlantic and Pacific theaters, maintaining vital supply lines to support Allied forces. Transportation of troops and equipment. In addition to cargo, the merchant marine transported millions of troops and their equipment to theaters of war. Fueling the Allied war machine. The merchant marine was instrumental in delivering fuel, munitions, food, and other supplies necessary to sustain the Allied war effort. High risks and casualties. Dangerous waters. Merchant vessels traversed dangerous waters, facing the constant threat of enemy attacks, naval mines, and harsh weather conditions. Submarine attacks. German U-boats in the Atlantic and Japanese submarines in the Pacific posed significant dangers, resulting in numerous sinkings. Casualty rates. The merchant marine suffered one of the highest casualty rates of any service branch during World War II. Unsung heroes and recognition issues. Lack of military status. Despite their wartime contributions, merchant mariners were not granted military status during the war, impacting benefits and recognition. Post-war recognition efforts. In the post-war years, efforts were made to recognize the merchant marine's contributions, but challenges persisted in gaining full acknowledgement. Honorary recognition. Eventually, in 1988, the merchant marine was granted honorary veteran status, acknowledging their service during World War II. Life on the high seas. Isolation and endurance. Mariners endured long periods at sea, facing isolation and monotony while navigating through hostile waters. Limited resources. Living conditions on merchant vessels were often cramped, and resources were limited, with crew members making do with what they had. Camaraderie and teamwork. Despite the challenges, a strong sense of camaraderie and teamwork developed among merchant marine crews. Heroic actions and resilience. Evacuation of Dunkirk. During the evacuation of Dunkirk in 1940, civilian vessels, including merchant marine ships, played a crucial role in rescuing Allied troops. D-Day landings. The merchant marine played a vital role in the D-Day landings, transporting troops, equipment, and supplies to support the Allied invasion of Normandy. Pacific island hopping. In the Pacific, the merchant marine supported the island hopping campaign, ensuring a steady flow of resources to frontline forces. Post-war contributions. Reconstruction and recovery. After World War II, the merchant marine played a key role in the reconstruction and recovery efforts, transporting goods to war-torn regions. Korean War and beyond. The merchant marine continued to contribute during the Korean War and subsequent conflicts, demonstrating their enduring importance. Modern maritime operations. Today, the merchant marine remains a vital component of global trade and maritime operations.